How many books can I read in 24 hours? A question I've been asking myself for a while now. And that's why I decided I want to try this challenge again. See, about a year ago, I tried to do this challenge where I tried to see how many books I could read in 24 hours, and I believe I only completely finished one. This is how far I'm into my second book. I've been getting a lot of reading done. I've been listening to audiobooks. Maybe I could do the entire 9 hours a day. I don't know. Well, the one that I have on my Kindle was not a part of my TBR. I finished, I want to say, 2 books, started 3 new books. Now, we're back again the next year, and we're going to see how many books I can finish in 24 hours. I'm a much faster reader than I was back then, so I'm really hoping that I'm able to read more. My goal is to finish at least 2 or 3 books, okay? So, first of all, this is not going to be a 24 hours straight reading vlog, mainly because I'm a busy woman, I got work to do, and I need my sleep in order to complete that, okay? Like, I'm a writer, and in order for me to produce good content in my books, I need sleep, and I need to write this week. So, yeah. This is just a 24 hours overall to see how much reading I can get done in 24 hours. Like, let's say I did have a full day to waste away and read. This is how much I would read in that 24 hours. So, while it's not the same, it's still good. So, my goal is to finish Spectacular. This is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber, which is this holiday novella for the Caraval series, our trilogy. And I really want to finish Spectacular. I'm like 60 pages into it, and I just want to finish it. I also want to read The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber, because I really enjoyed I really enjoyed Once Upon a Broken Heart, My Days. And then between one of these two, I really want to start and finish either When in Rome or The Summer I Turned Pretty. Now, let's say I can finish all 4 of these books in this reading vlog, then I want to either shoot for Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi or the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Now, once again, I'm only expecting me to finish 3 books into this vlog. The other 3 are just if I can finish more than I expected, because, So, actually, only one of these books are on my TBR. Actually, what's on my TBR for this month? Maybe that should be what I'm aiming. Well, there's another book on my TBR by an indie author, and I don't think I'm going to read that one in this vlog, because that one, I'm just not in the mood to read right now. Yeah. So Okay, great. So, let's add that to the list real quick. So, let's say I finish the main 3 books that I want to finish in this reading vlog. Then let's just quickly go over my goals. Okay, my goal is to finish Spectacular, because I started Spectacular. To start and finish The Ballad of Never After, which is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy by Stephanie Garber. And then start and finish When in Rome by Sarah Adams, because I read Practice Makes Perfect and I didn't read the first book. And I need to read the third one as well, because the 4th book comes out next year, I think. Yeah. So let's say I can finish these 3 amazing, beautifully written books. Then I want to either read The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore, which is a Gilmore Girls inspired book. Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi. It's Not Summer Without You, which I think this is the second one, right? Please be the second. Yes, it's the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series, trilogy, not series. Or Meant for Now by Alison Specca, which this book is actually on my TBR, so maybe we might steer toward this one. But I also want to read It's Not Summer Without You. Yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and get into it, because I'm going to start reading right now. Because, actually, you don't have to question any of my stuff. I can read when I want to read, okay? I'm going to read right now. gorgeous. That's all I have to say. The art is gorgeous. I'm not really feeling the story right now though. I wish I was feeling the story, but like genuinely it's like let's see, I'm 75 pages into the book. I'm on chapter 7 of Spectacular, and genuinely I'm not feeling the vibe. Like, I'm not feeling it, and I really want to, like, trust me, I really want to enjoy it. I've been trying to enjoy it since I picked it up a few days ago, like a day or two ago, and I feel like I'm just not with it, you know? Like, same thing with like Finale. I felt like Finale was like okay. I don't remember a lot from it, mainly because it couldn't catch my attention for most of it, and I feel like the only reason I gave it the rating I gave it was literally because the ending, and I was like, oh yay, the ending and all this stuff. So I don't know, but we are at chapter 7 and we have some beautiful art, which actually the art in the front is literally gorgeous. Like, oh my days, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's also the same art in the back, but there's also some hold on, put my bookmark here real quick. There's also some Donatella and Scarlet art here that I wanted to show you because it's gorgeous, and I really wish I could give you guys much more in depth, because you guys know usually when I do reading vlogs I do spoilers, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that to you guys because, you know, maybe you just want a nice cute video to watch while you read. But so no spoilers, but look at this art. It's actually so pretty, so pretty. Like, honestly, and Scarlet is gorgeous. Honestly, like, Scarlet is gorgeous. I would say, like, not for the year, but this has been a really, really anticipated read for me, mainly because of the pictures. Like, I could actually care less about the story because it's kind of like, it doesn't contribute to the first 3 books. It's just like a little novella to see what the characters are doing afterwards, right? So I could really care less about the actual story as of right now. It might get better. I could care less about the actual story itself, but the artwork, on the other hand, is something that I don't want to spoil for myself. Like, the artwork is gorgeous. So yeah, I do want to continue reading, but let's see what time I have left on the clock. I'm in my bed though, so we are already surprisingly 10 minutes into the challenge, which, like, that's nice. It doesn't really feel like 10 minutes though. Like, that's kind of what I like about this though. It doesn't feel like it's slow paced. I feel like it's fast paced. It's just the story itself I'm just like not a big fan of. So I'm hoping that at some point that'll change, but right now I'm just chilling. And ignore the stack of books. That's the books I was showing you guys before. But yeah, I bet you guys, if you guys are new here, you probably didn't know that my bookshelf is connected to my bed. I probably like need to like do that little dust check or whatever that everybody keeps talking about, because yeah, but we'll see. I'm gonna get back to reading actually, so let's get back to what we were originally doing. Okay, so I just finished Spectacular by Stephanie Garber, and we're down to 22 hours. 22 hours and 53 minutes. So I spent about an hour and 7 minutes finishing up this book right here. And I have some opinions on it, but I feel like my opinions would spoil it. I definitely don't know why Stephanie Garber thought like the way to execute the ending was the way to execute it, because I'm calling the police. It's like the second I'm out of the situation, the police are going to be on the phone, because that is a crime. That was a crime that was cut. I think I want to start once, like, do I want to start the Ballad of Never After or whatever the next book is? Yeah, do I want to start the Ballad of Never After? Or do I want to read Meant for Now? I might just read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore because I'm currently in my little Netflix mood. And do you know what the Netflix mood means? Oh yeah, that's my computer right there. And my keyboard, I love them. Do you know what a Netflix mood means? That includes Gilmore Girls. So I don't know if I want to do Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and then if I want to read Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and then watch Gilmore Girls at the same time. But I feel like if I do that, because that's kind of how I did Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but like I watched a full episode of Gilmore Girls and I had only read like 5 pages of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, because like when I do stuff like that, I always like get so enthralled. Like I literally was watching, I put on a TV show, I put on a show that I need to finish. I've been needing to finish for a while now because it's been sitting there for like the past year, which is Never Have I Ever. I put that on because I was like, okay, cool, I have some background noise. Ended up watching the full episode, and not the full episode, I didn't watch the full episode. I like kept pausing on the book to watch the episode, and I was just like, I need to turn this off. So I turned off the show because I was like, I'm literally not focusing, I'm not getting anything done. So yeah, but I did finish it. Well, that's crazy because I was literally just at page 60 something, and I just read 160 pages in like an hour. But the art was adorable. I just don't know if the way that was executed was fully appropriate. I don't know. But as of right now, it's sitting at a 2 or 3 for me right now. And 2, mainly because of what I literally just said. I don't think the ending was executed in the most appropriate and knowledgeable way. But I did like the art, I did love the characters, and around page 100 something, like 100 and some change, I was like, okay, I'm interested in the story. But like once we got to once we got to page 116, I was like, oh yeah, I already know what's going on, I know who this is. And I figured out the entire, I figured out the entire thing. And like when we got to like page 200 something, I was just like, so I just wasted all my time because it was predictable. But also once again I was just like, no. But yeah, so I'm going to figure out what book I'm going to read next. I'm going to write a review for this book, and then I'm going to choose my next read. Either that, well, no, I'm not going to read anything right now because I'm tired. I have to edit though, so I'm probably just gonna like write my review on that, then I'm gonna edit, and then I'm going to like eat, and then I might pick another book tonight. But I don't know, we'll see, because it's like almost 5 o'clock or something, I think, right? What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. You can't even tell though because it's so bright out. It's like 7:10 right now. Oh, I'm about to eat my dinner though. Mexican for life. But yeah. So it is a little later in the day. I've taken a shower, ignored my hospital looking clothes, and I decided I was not gonna do any of the books from the stack. So just forget all of these books. Also, I forgot to mention I already started Ignite Me like last week. So there has been a book that's been sitting on my floor because there's like no shelf space, so I have stacks upon stacks of books on my floor. There's been a book that's been sitting on my floor for a while that I'm halfway through, and I didn't soft enough it, but I was buddy reading it with my mother, but she was just like, no. So I was like, okay. And then I like never picked it up after that because I was so used to reading it with her and like checking with her with the book. But I was like, this book is sitting like on my currently reading list for almost a year now, and it'd be really nice to get it off of there, you know, like to get that book off of my currently reading list. So I'm going to try and finish Tristan Strong Punching a Hole in the Sky. Rick Riordan presents. I don't know what that means, but it says Rick Riordan presents Tristan Strong. Okay. Yeah, so I'm about halfway through the book, almost halfway. As you can see, the goal is in this video to finish this book completely. It is about 400 pages, and I am 217 pages into the book. So the goal is to finish this. And then I was thinking, like, I was actually looking at all these. I think I might start It's Not Summer Without You after that, or I might continue and finish Ignite Me so that way I can get some more books off of that. But I also really want to read The Ballad of Never After or Meant for Now because both of those are my actual TBR. So I'm gonna try and prioritize. Hold on, let me show you guys. I'm gonna try and prioritize these 3 books. So Meant for Now because it's on my TBR, Ignite Me because I'm already reading that, like I started reading it last week, and then The Ballad of Never After because that book is also on my TBR and I do want to finish it because I own this book right here, which is A Crush for True Love. And if anybody asks about the UK cover, then it's in one of my little unboxing videos where I accidentally bought the 3rd book in the series trying to buy the first one. It's a long story, guys. It's a long story, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and start Tristan Strong Punching a Hole in the Sky, and I'm gonna check in with you guys whenever I feel like it. So yeah. So last night after I told you guys I was gonna be reading this book, I ended up not reading anything at all, like for the rest of the night. I think like after reading Spectacular, I was just kind of like, oh my goodness, do I need to read anymore? But I do really want to read today, and I'm hoping to get like, at least if I get like to right here today in this book, I'd be so happy because then I'd be one step closer to finishing that book and I can get that off my TBR. Or am I currently reading, because I've been currently reading it, like I told you guys, for like almost a year. So if I could do that, that'd be great. Right now we currently are at 22 hours 49 minutes and 7 seconds. Guys, it's have an entire 22 hours left, almost 23. That is scary. That is very scary. Okay, so I'm just like looking at the stack here and I'm just like, I can't wait to read. Like, actually, I cannot wait to read this one because I already watched season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I want to see how similar the book is to the show and how similar the show is to the book. But I'm also really excited to read Meant for Now because I've actually been raving about this in multiple videos. But I'm also really excited to read The Ballad of Never After because I literally finished Want to Put a Broken Heart this month. So I'm excited because I want to know what the hype is. Like, yeah. But another thing is I'm also really scared to go into It's Not Summer Without You because I read The Summer I Turned Pretty last year, like around this time last year, and I did not pick it up again. So I finally got the second book to read, and the goal is to get the third book after I finish this one, so that way I can finally finish this trilogy, because I've been stuck on it for a very long time and I just need it to be done and over with. Okay, get the entire series off my TBR. So yeah, but if I don't read it in this video, I'm probably gonna do like a TBR takedown video where I read this, but I have also some other reading challenges that have to do with my TBR that comes hopefully in like August or something for you guys, because I do have videos planned. Trust, I'm trying to be consistent for you guys. I'm actually like, today is the 25th when I'm filming this, July 25th. I've been really consistent this month, and I'm actually really proud of myself, because y'all know, like, ever since I started doing like book videos, I was consistent, but I can never stay consistent for an entire month. Like, there was a time where I was doing the same upload schedule where I was like posting every other day, and I was keeping up with it for like 2 weeks, and then I fell off. So, and I'm making an exception because I missed a few days this month, and the only reason I'm making an exception is because my CapCut, I literally told you guys this in multiple videos, was not working like when the month first started. So I got like 2 or 3 videos out before my CapCut stopped working, and I was like, oh my goodness. But it's okay, because in August the goal is not to have my CapCut stop working at all, so that way I can be fully consistent and actually post all month next month. And yeah, I've also been trying to get out some longer videos for you guys, because I know my videos, like besides like my reading vlogs, which usually those have spoilers, so you guys can barely even watch those unless you've read the book, and the Chaotic Book Lovers podcast, those are like the longest videos I have. And I want to do some actual long videos, like reading vlogs, book hunt hauls, like other stuff. And I have a book haul that's gonna come up soon, so you guys just stay tuned for that, because I do have a book haul that's gonna come out probably sometime around August, early August, so stay tuned for that. And then I also like filmed a K-pop Demon Hunters related video yesterday. I can edit it, but it's probably like, by the time you guys see this, it's probably gonna be like, I'm genuinely hoping to get this out, like I'm genuinely hoping to finish filming this at least by like July 31st, because that's when my book releases. And yes, my book releases next week, next Thursday. Today's Friday, Friday, July 25th. July 31st is when my book gets released, and I'm super duper excited because wow, I worked 3 years on that book, honestly, and I've already seen like some of the amazing and kind reviews. Hold on, my tripod's not actually standing up, it's actually closed, and I was surprised it was balancing, but just in case, because I don't want it to like fall and break my already broken phone, I worked 3 years and a half on that book. 3 years I worked writing it, proofreading it, all that other stuff, and then it went into the editing process, and it was an editing process for 6 months. So I've put a lot of my love into this book, and I'm excited for the world to see it, for the world to read it. I'm excited for all that, and I'm also putting up some book signings. By the time you guys see this, hopefully the dates have been announced, so if they are, it's going to be sometime on the screen here, flyers somewhere. If not, then it's not. But the first people that are going to know, the first people who are going to find out are people on Instagram, and then YouTube is going to find out. YouTube always finds out this stuff late, so if you guys want to find out this stuff early when it comes to my books and stuff, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, y'all. I'm being so serious, but yeah, I'm excited. We have this big old stack here. I genuinely though, I'm a fast reader. I'm a fast reader, and I do think that by the time we get to about 20 hours, I could probably be done with this book. Like, this is about 2 or 3 hours for me, so hopefully by the time we get to like 19 hours or something, I could be moving on to this. And this book, with the font size and the actual size of the book itself, I feel like I could also finish that within like 4 or 5 hours. Y'all, I finished Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood in less than 11 hours. So I started at 4 a.m. for my 4 a.m. walk, right? Finished it at, I want to say around, I finished it at 8 a.m. I finished that book in 4 hours. So I definitely do think that I could finish this in around like 3 or 4 hours, especially since this book I think is thinner than Problematic Summer Romance. So I do think I could finish this book in about 3 or 4 hours. But since this is fantasy and it's Greek mythology, I feel like I would not be as tuned into this book. So if I like start to lose interest, then I might check back in with you guys and start this. I'm such a planner. If you guys cannot tell, I'm a planner at heart. So if like I lose interest or something, then I might start It's Not Summer Without You. But I feel like I want to like finish a book before starting a new book, because then I'm not gonna actually finish any books, because the goal is to finish 3 books by the end of this challenge, by the end of the 24 hours, right? How am I supposed to do that if I'm switching between books every 5 seconds? I'm not gonna finish anything. So the goal is to finish this book, but there's also, so right now there's 3 books I'm in the middle of. It's Ignite Me, 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡, 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡, and then let me go get it. I barely started this book, but I did start it, and it is A Girl Named Ivy by Ali Marie. So I feel like these 3, even though A Girl Named Ivy is not in like the actual agenda for this one, I feel like with the way that it's formatted and everything like that, do you see the way it's formatted? I feel like I could finish this pretty quick, and it's not long, and also it's written by an indie author. And you guys know, as an indie author myself, I try to read as many books by indie authors as I can. That's probably why I love like Poppy Leanne so much, Alison Specca so much, Mad Rafferty, you know, like Sierra Spencer. Like, I like indie authors and I like to read their works because they're like truly hidden gems. So I would love to finish I just breathe. People tell me I need to breathe all the time. I don't believe them. Yeah, I do think I could do A Girl Named Ivy. We're actually gonna add this to the pile of books that I want to read, like as my options, because A Girl Named Ivy has been on my shelf for about 2 or 3 months now, and while it's not exactly a senior citizen on my shelf, I do kind of like want to be like, yo, I finally read this, because it's been staring at me. I'm just like, I really want to read it, but I never pick it up. So the goal is to finish 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡, 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙀𝙀𝙀 in the Sky, and then I'm going to move on to either A Girl Named Ivy or It's Not Summer Without You. But I guess I'll decide by the time that I get to this point. This one is a mystery thriller. Y'all serious when y'all know I gotta do this, because I don't usually do this to books, but I think I'm gonna have to DNF this book. Like, genuinely, I don't know what it is, but like, first of all, I didn't pick this up for like 6 months. Got back into it. I remember everything that happened, mind you, because I think I have a good memory. I remember everything that happened in this book, so I'm jumping into it like, okay, I already know where we left off. We left off at this, that, and the third, and I was right. But I'm just generally not intrigued in the story. It's like pretty boring to me. I don't know, like, maybe it's just the fact that I don't like Greek mythology. Like, I don't know what I was expecting going into a book about Greek mythology, expecting to like it. I don't like Greek mythology, so I don't really think it's anything against this author specifically, but I just, once again, don't like Greek mythology. So we're gonna take this bookmark out of here, and this book is going to be off my list finally, because it's just been sitting there for ever. And now it is time to pick between my ones that I really want to read, which is between Ignite Me by Tahira Mafi, It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han, or A Girl Named Ivy by Ali Marie. And I genuinely think I'm in the mood to do an indie author's book right now and do A Girl Named Ivy by Ali Marie. I'm subscribed to Ali Marie on YouTube. I don't really follow a lot of people on Instagram, so if I don't follow an author on Instagram, it's literally nothing against the author. I just don't follow a lot of people on Instagram. But A Girl Named Ivy, have no clue what this is about, because you guys know I like going into the books blind. But I'm subscribed to the author on YouTube, and she treats it as if this is her baby. Like, between this and her other book, which I don't really know the name of that one, I'm gonna have to check, but this is like the main book I've seen her promote the most, and she treats it like it's her baby. So I definitely do want to see, like, oh my goodness, why does she treat it the way that she does? Why does she love it more than her second novel? Because I feel like, for me, I'm currently writing a little project, and I really like this project more than I like this project, which is the Glowing Royals, which you guys can actually go purchase. You guys didn't hear that, but I like my second project and my third project because I have multiple projects. I like all those projects more than my first ever project, but she loves her first project, I feel like, more than her second project, because her second project, I don't really see that one that much, but I've seen her promote this book so much on her channel. So I definitely want to see, why does she love this book specifically, like, of hers? Because you know that like an author always has their favorite book of theirs that they've written. I'd asked a few authors, like Jane Thompson. I'm so sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. I'm really bad with names. I can't remember. I just know her name is Jaden, and she said her favorite one is Shades of Red, which is her newest book that comes out soon in September, I think. August. Girl, I'm bad with dates too, but she even says her most recent book is probably her favorite, which is Shades of Red. So I was like, okay, maybe her most recent book is gonna be her favorite, but no, I literally, you guys, I am so sorry. Shades of Red is by another indie author, but it's not by Ali Marie. Shades of Red is by Jaden Thompson, and I'm pretty sure she said Shades of Red is her favorite book. I don't know what I was talking about here, but I think I was really tired this day. I'm so sorry, but Shades of Red is by a different author. It's by Jaden Thompson. I see a remote account on Ivy all the time. So we still have 22 hours left. Because I literally could barely get to that book without like just being like, okay, yeah, I don't think I want to do this anymore. You know, I literally like was ready to go to bed too. I was like, I'm gonna read before I go to bed. Literally cannot do it. And mind you, I can read a book before I go to sleep. You know, I actually stayed up until 3 a.m. to finish if he had been with me. And I was so sleepy, got through it. Maybe 5 stars too. So that just proves that my sleepiness has nothing to do with the book. I just genuinely never found any interest in that. But I'm really hoping that I like this. I just remember picking this up and like reading the prologue, and I was just like, I'm gonna put this back down, because I just think it's like the writing style. No, it's not. I'm looking at the writing style. It's not even bad. I don't know. Maybe I was just like tripping, and I was just like, maybe I want to start a new book, because I have so many books that I have started. So yeah, we're actually going to start it in this vlog. And since I have this bookmark on me, this is the bookmark that we're going to use. I'm going to see. Let's see before I make any promises. Ooh, these chapters are actually really short. So I'm going to try and read all the way up to like, what's a good chapter number? Hello? LOL. I'm gonna try and read up to chapter 3 and stop at chapter 3, because I just looked at chapter 3 and chapter 3 is a long chapter. So I'm gonna read prologue, first chapter and second chapter, and then I'm probably going to call it a night. And yeah, like we've literally barely made any like progress. So I need to make some progress, but we're going to do some reading tonight, and then we're going to go to sleep because your girl is tired and I need my beauty rest. Like, I'm tired. What about it? Like, also, why is it every time you guys see me, I'm either in like some oversized shirt or like a hoodie or sweatshirt? Like, literally, I was like, tonight I was literally, I didn't plan on reading tonight, so it's like I'm not gonna film. So I changed to my pajamas, which my pajamas is usually like a hoodie or something, because girl, I have like matching sets, but like I only have like 2 of those, and like those are like my satin sets, and you guys see those all the time in videos. I wasn't even gonna plan on filming tonight, so I was actually dressed because I went somewhere today. I was going to do the outfit in this video because I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed. Literally was like, actually, I'm not gonna film tonight. Now look at me in my freaking pajamas filming. It's a shame. We're going to read now though, but I'm gonna let you guys know what I think. And I definitely do think that when I finish this book, because I do have good confidence I can finish this book in this reading vlog, because it's only around 200-300 pages, so I do think I can finish it in this reading vlog. Then I'm going to either read Ignite Me or It's Not Summer Without You. And also, when I DNF a book, I consider that like in reading vlogs, like not like, you know, obviously I finish a book. Because obviously in retrospect, I didn't finish it. That's literally what DNF stands for, did not finish. But here, we can count it as finishing a book. Because it's just to see how many books I can open and close. Actually, no, I can just rate that as a DNF, literally. So far we have finished 1 book, DNF'd 1 book, and now we are starting our 3rd book. pimple patches, y'all. Getting ready for release day. I don't need my release day photos to have me with bumps, okay? Listen, we are 22 hours and 14 minutes, and it took me forever to finish chapter 3. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not feeling a girl named Ivy. Like, I'm at chapter 4. That's where I stopped at. I just stopped at chapter 4. And chapter 3, so like the way it's written and the formatting, it doesn't take me long to finish a chapter, but it's the actual story itself where I'm just like putting it down. Like, I literally, with a lot of books, I don't even need background noise to enjoy it, but I literally had to turn on Bring It, like the TV show. And like, even then, like, I'm distracted by the TV show instead of being enthralled in the book. Like, y'all, I put on Gilmore Girls once while I was reading Powerless, and I didn't look up at the TV once. So it just goes to show, I don't get distracted by the show. It's, if the book isn't a solid enough book, I will get distracted by it. Now you might be like, Maddie, weren't you the same person that was like, with the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, you kept going back to look at the show? That's literally because, like, it was supposed to be a cozy read. You're not supposed to get sucked into those kind of reads that much. And also, when you're reading a book about the show, it makes you want to watch the show. So I was like reading it and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to watch Gilmore Girls. Put it on and then boom. I literally watched like 2 episodes before I actually started reading. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But I feel like with a girl named Ivy, I'm just like, you know, we've been introduced to a new character. It's very like, the writing style feels very repetitive. Like, the way things are described, it's described the same way again and again, and it's really hard to get into. But I do like the premise, but I don't know, I'm 30 pages in, and I think what I'm gonna do, instead of doing what I did with Tristan Strong and trying to push through a book that I know I'm not currently enjoying, which might have been the reason I DNF'd it, but then again, I literally picked it up and like went through 5 pages and I was like, I cannot do this. I think I'm gonna do what I said I didn't want to do, and I'm going to pick another book. For now, it's kind of like a softy enough for this video, and I think that maybe once I get into or finish another book, I can come back to A Girl Named Ivy, because I feel like since I just finished a book I didn't really like, right now I don't need a book from an author I'm not familiar with. I want to get a book from an author that I have previously enjoyed, you know, because then I will get my not my hopes up, but like I will enjoy it more. And the good thing about it is all the books on that stack over there, let me get out of bed, even though I was so comfortable, all the books in the stack over here are literally authors that I have read before. I've read multiple books by Jenny Han, but I didn't really enjoy To All the Boys I Loved Before, and this was okay. I loved Burn for Burn though, and this was the last book I read by Jenny Han. But with my track record with Jenny Han and figuring out that, yo, maybe I'm not going to enjoy a book that, you know, after DNFing a book, I'm not going to read It's Not Summer Without You, even though I literally was saying I would. Ignite Me, I would, but I'm really feeling a cozy book right now. So that's kind of why It's Not Summer Without You was kind of running, because I feel like that's like a cozy book, but it has like, you know, obviously not cozy themes. The Ballad of Never After, I do actually really want to start this book, but I'm actually really scared because people love this book, right? They say it's better than the first one, but then people say the third book sucks, and I'm scared to continue the series because I know that once I finish this one, I'm gonna have to go into the third book, which people say sucks. Meant for Now is definitely in the running because Allison writes cozy, fun, fluffy, bantery focused books, and they might as well just be YA. Well, no, actually, because there are scenes, but like I said, it's more heavy on like the actual romance itself than it is the spice. So Meant for Now is definitely in the running. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, I've actually heard that like the series gets more spicy as it goes on. Scared. Let me see. This is like actually really hard. I do think like since I'm in like the indie author mood, I'm going to read Meant for Now. Support indie authors. Why did I do that? Support indie authors, y'all. So Meant for Now is our next read. Let's hope I get into the story much more. Like, every book that I read by Alison Spector, like, that's why I feel like that's a better choice than When in Rome, because When in Rome I've only read one thing by Sarah Adams, and it was Practice Makes Perfect, and I did not enjoy it that much. Like, it didn't meet my expectations. But every book that I read by Alison Spector has been enjoyable. Like, I've enjoyed my time reading it. So I definitely do think, like, knowing that information, I can go into this book like, oh my goodness, yay. And then I can also go into this book saying, okay, well, I'm one step closer to finishing her backlist, because I've read a ton of her books. Like, literally right here on my shelf, I own Comfort Zone, Final Notice, it's really hard to see because it's a novella, The Reality of It All, and Trip Switch. And now I own Meant for Now. And then I have to, like, read the other books that she's written, like Love Linked and all the other stuff. And yeah, and also she said she's releasing some new books soon. So I definitely need to, like, finish Meant for Now because I want to be caught up. So we're going to start Meant for Now by Alison Spector. And yeah, we are once again at 22 hours, 14 minutes, and 31 seconds. And I'm going to bring it back on mainly because I'm actually, like, I want to know what happens next. So. Ooh, child. All right. Okay, so, like, when I, like, read the first chapter, I was considering, like, going back to A Girl Named Ivy, not because Meant for Now is bad, but mainly because I was like, well, maybe I just wasn't in the mood this morning, right? And, like, I feel like maybe if I pick up A Girl Named Ivy now, I can, like, get into it. But I kept reading Meant for Now because, you know, the first chapter is not going to impress you that much, obviously, because it's, like, the first chapter. Guys, I'm on chapter 3, page 33 of Meant for Now. I paused the timer, by the way, because I didn't talk to you guys. So I'm giggling and kicking my feet. Alison Spector, the woman that you are. Alison Spector, the woman that you are to write novels like this. Guys, okay, listen. If you're just, like... If you're just starting to read books by Alison Spector, Comfort Zone and Final Notice were good. Trust, they were good. But if you're starting to read her books, then the first books you gotta read are The Reality of It All, because I love this book. And I'm pretty sure Alison Spector said this is her favorite book she's ever written. So, The Reality of It All, because this book was amazing. Trip Switch, because this book was amazing, which the main character of Meant for Now, like the male main character, Oliver or Ollie, he's in this book, and I loved him in this book so much. I was like, literally, like, I need Ollie's book immediately. Like, Ollie needs his own book, like, right now. Like, I can't find one because when I actually want to find something, I can't find it. But Oliver in Trip Switch was, like, hilarious. He was, like, comedic relief character, and I was, like, literally, like, I love Oliver. I need his book immediately. And you know what the next book that was published by Alison Spector was? Meant for Now. Guys, I'm only 33 pages in. I'm just thinking about giving this book 5 stars already. I'm barely into the book, and I'm already thinking about giving this book 5 stars. Honestly, like, Oliver is just... he has me laughing, and he has me giggling, and then the actual story itself. And then also, Frankie, while she's very uptight and everything like that, she's really, like, making me laugh as well. Like, literally, let's see. Like, it was so funny. It was, I told Maddie, like, the second I saw you, I said flatly. And it's, like, it's not even funny, but, like, when I'm envisioning it, all I see is her with a straight face. Like, I love the characters that Alison Spector makes in her books. They are amazing, honestly. and I really lost myself in the book. Like, I forgot the time it was going and everything like that. I do think I'm gonna turn off Bring It, because Bring It was kind of like that thing, like, in case I, you know, everything like that. So I'm gonna turn my TV off because I'm definitely fully into this book. So here we go. If you're trying to get into Alison Becca books, which I recommend you should if you like fluffy, like small town, not really. She doesn't do a lot of small town. As for, no, I don't think not a lot of her books are small town. Most of them take place in like cities and stuff like that. Very popular cities, everything like that. So if you're trying to get into Alison Becca, I recommend one of these 3 books. These are my favorite by her, and I do need to read Love Linked, and Settle Up, and 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖, which honestly, while reading Meant for Now, I think the next book I'm gonna read by her is 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖. Like, I don't care that I need to read Settle Up, because Settle Up is after Comfort Zone. I finished Comfort Zone, and then Love Linked is before the Trip Switch. And genuinely, I was like, okay, I'm gonna read Love Linked after I read the Trip Switch. But then she released Meant for Now, and I was like, okay, I need to get Meant for Now because I really wanted Oliver's book, right? So I got Meant for Now, and Meant for Now makes me want to get 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖. So I think I'm gonna get 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙀, then Love Linked, and then I'm gonna get Settle Up, because I definitely want to say like the one that I don't think is gonna be the best for last. And the reason I say that is because like Comfort Zone is, like, once again, not my favorite book by her. Honestly, I felt like Comfort Zone was okay, and considering that Settle Up is in the same series, and that's like books that she published really early on in her writing career, I don't know if I'm gonna like those as much. Meant for Now, oh, I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying this book so much. Like, honestly, I would want you to read this book first, but don't be like me. Read 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙀𝙀 first, because I feel like I would have connected with, we're only 33 pages into this book, and I'm talking about connected. I feel like I would connect better with Giles. I would connect with Giles and Maddie more if I read 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀. Like, for me, they're like background characters that are like not important, but I feel like if I read 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀, then I would be happier, because you guys know when I read any books and I see crossovers from other books, I get so excited because I've already read the other book, so I already know that character's story. So I get super duper excited, and I'm not excited to see Maddie or Giles because I have not read 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀. So please read 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀 first, and then read Trip Switch, y'all. Please read Trip Switch, or like read them in publication order. But if you're going based off of my reading guide, then please read 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀, then Trip Switch, because Oliver's in here and he's so funny. Like, he had me laughing whenever he was on page. He had me cackling whenever he was on page. And I actually read this book because I was an ARC reader for this book. So, yeah. Trip Switch, loved it, okay? And then read Meant for Now. Like, I don't care this is the second book in the 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀 duology series, whatever this is supposed to be. Do not read Meant for Now immediately after reading 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀. Read the Trip Switch before reading Meant for Now, and then you can read like The Reality of It All, because this one I didn't see any characters from past books at all, I don't believe. So you can read 𝙎𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀. You can read The Reality of It All whenever you want to, I guess. And then Comfort Zone, Settle Up, and then Love Linked. Actually, I'm over here telling you guys to do this. Please read Love Linked before you read Trip Switch. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot, but we're gonna get back into it. I hope you guys are enjoying this 24-hour reading vlog. Like, last time I did the 24-hour reading vlog last year, it was like 8 minutes long. Girl, what did you read in 8 minutes? And I know this is obviously not gonna be 24 hours because that's a lot, but I was hoping we'd actually do some more filming and more talking about the books this time, because I feel like last time I didn't do much of that. Like, I did more letting you guys see me read, and obviously I let you guys see that every once in a while, but like, I feel like when the camera's on me, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you guys see my reading vlogs and I'm doing like the time lapse of me reading, I'm always like looking back up at the camera because the camera distracts me whenever I read, so I don't have it on that much. But I try to have like those little moments when I'm enjoying a book that I like will turn on the camera and everything like that, so you guys can see me, or like when I'm starting a book, you guys can see me start the book or stuff like that, because yeah. Also, guys, look at my little Yuki. This is the cheese one. I think. Guys, I just started getting Yukis. I'm not gonna use the keychain part, so I took the keychain thing off because I don't use keychains like that. But it's a little plushie. This is my little reading buddy. She's so cute. I want to get the cookie one. I got this off of Depop, and then I'm gonna get the cookie one off of Depop too, because the same seller sells the cookie one, because she had duplicates of this and the cookie one. And then I asked her like where she got it, and she was like, I can get them off of AliExpress, but I found somewhere on Depop, and I feel like I'm gonna buy the ones I can get off of Depop first before buying them off of AliExpress, because obviously, like, as a Depop seller myself, I understand the struggle of trying to sell my stuff and nobody's buying it, and they're buying it from like the stores they came from instead of getting it for cheaper for me. Like, go look at my Depop, because I have a lot of stuff. If you guys checked out my book unhaul video, you guys, all those books in there you guys can get on my Depop. So yeah, but back to reading we go, because I'm getting distracted. We are at 21 hours 34 minutes and 47 seconds. Yes, the clock has been paused the entire time I've been yapping to you guys, so like, let's start it up again, and I'm going to continue meant for now, because I paused in the middle of chapter, what is this, chapter 3? 4? What is this? What chapter is this? I paused in the middle of chapter 3 to come and check in with you guys and tell you guys how much I'm loving this book. So let me get back to the book that I'm enjoying. Like, this might be the first book in this vlog that I'm thoroughly enjoying, because Spectacular, I rated 2 stars because art was gorgeous, but that storyline, Stephanie is you're gonna get yourself canceled. You guys, I really do think that reading 2 books that I did not enjoy back to back really affected me, because it's been 2 or 3 days since I last read something, and we're still in the 20s. What are we at? We're at 21 hours, 8 minutes and 14 seconds. That's how much we have left. Not how much we've done, how much we have left. And I already know, from as much as I've been picking up this camera, this reading vlog is going to be long. So you're probably like, girl, we probably 7 hours into this reading vlog and you're still... Listen, bro. So I just want to come up here and check in with you guys, because honestly, first of all, we got to see... we got a mention of Harrison, who I believe that was our main character in Trip Switch. It was one of the books that I read. And then we also got a mention of Nathan and Charlie. I literally haven't read their book, but they showed up in the Trip Switch, and I love them so much in that book, so I need to read Love Linked, like, now, like, immediately. But what's confusing me is that I don't know what season it is, because I'm just gonna read you guys, like, well, I'm not gonna read you guys because I don't know where it is, but there was a scene where it was so packed, and her sister, Maddie, was like, oh yeah, it's for spring break, like, everybody's here for spring break and whatnot. And then we get to see Oliver, and he's like, I want to come back next winter, and this is how I prefer to spend my winter. So it's winter, or is it spring? Because I generally don't know. I just want to check in with you guys, but I've been actually reading today. Like, I just finished chapter... What chapter did I just, like, finish, guys? I just finished chapter 6. I'm on chapter 7 right now. But I am enjoying my time. I just, like, wish that was, like, much more clear, you know? Because I don't know where we're going with all this. So I'm just, like, trying to figure it out. Like, yo, where's the narrative? All that jazz. So, yeah. Back into this book we go, because I feel like now I'm like getting sucked back in, and I do think I'm hoping to hit the halfway mark by today, because this book isn't too long. It just looks chunky, but it's generally not chunky. It's just the way Amazon likes to print their books. It's only like 300 pages and change. So I do think I can get halfway through this book, or like 70%, something like that. I just want to like get past right here today, because then maybe I might actually lose some hours on the clock. Yeah, just a little quick check-in, let you guys know what was going on, let you guys know that I'm reading again, and, yeah, so, that's about it. So you guys remember how I was all like, oh, this is giving me 5-star vibes, this is giving me 5-star. Okay, so listen, today is release day for my book, my debut novel, The Ruined World, which if you guys didn't know, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned it though, it's a YA fantasy novel. It's clean as well, and it's just, you know, there's no romance, because I feel like people would automatically assume there's romance because there's 2 main characters. No romance, y'all. It's just a fantasy, but it's a fantasy. I worked 3.5 years on it, and it finally got released to the public today, and I've gotten so many pictures of people like with the copies, and I'm just like, you know, all the other stuff. So if you guys do have a copy of my book and you guys have Instagram, make sure you guys tag me in a post with the book and I will repost it on my Instagram. But back to this, I am about halfway through this book and the 5-star vibes are turning into 2 to 3-star vibes. Now listen, do I still think Alison Spector's writing is amazing? Yes, but I just think it's the way that our female main character is. Because once again, I have no problem with Oliver, like Oliver staying forever, but she's kind of just like, I'm so worthless and this and that. I'm just like, girl, can you shut up for like 5 minutes? I'm trying to see Oliver's dialogue. I'm focusing on what Maddie and Giles are doing in the background. Like, can you just please be quiet for 1 second? I don't want to hear about your misery. Like, I get it, that's like a big part of this book, but like, ain't no way she's like, well, I get it, because like she's just lost what she considered to be her life. But like, girl, you're saying I'm worthless, I'm nothing without this job, like every 5 seconds. Like, it's been a month, like, please just, you have another job, you have a job here in Key Ridge, so can you just like, please, like, you know? But that's just a little update. Also, see, I had my Squishmallow. I love this thing. It's so comfy, cozy. Anyways, I'm just hoping that it changes. I'm only halfway through. I don't want to DNF another book. And I don't even think I'm going to DNF it, because I don't DNF books often. So, like, I don't even think I'm going to DNF it, but, like, with the experience I've had, I most likely will. Also, I got some new books today. So we might have to change up the TBR, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 books that I have been wanting to read since like forever, and I really want to read them like immediately. But it's July 31st, it's release day, so it might be on the August TBR, if it's on any TBR. Which, speaking of August TBR, I just realized like I didn't finish like 70 of the books that were on my TBR this month. Hello? Wait. Oh, we're good. Oh wait, guys, since I have you guys, look at all this new decoration I got for my bookcase today. So first of all, I got this. Bought this at the mall. It was from one of those like little stands. It was so cute. I had to get one, and then I realized I had tulips, and if you guys don't know, tulips are my favorite flower, but we didn't figure out they had tulips until after we had paid. And these were like $15, 15, not 50, $15 each, and I was just like, oh, I'm not paying another 15. Oh, blue tongue, slime liquor. Then also there's Five Nights at Freddy's Withered Freddy Funko Pop, because I mentioned it in the video, but I love Five Nights at Freddy's and I love Funko Pops. So like, I've only ever had one Funko Pop. I have no clue what happened to it, but I love them so much and I want to collect more of them. But why not combine to my favorite things? Then we also got this Demon Slayer Funko Pop, because I loved Demon Slayer when I watched it. It's so nice, and like the details, it's like she's flying off of it, so obviously there's like the stand, and she's like, you see the difference, there's no stand on this one, there's stand on this one, mainly because she's like flying, guys. This is such an epic design though, and I genuinely do like, I love this. So yeah, these are like my new decorations, but like, this is one of the books that I got that I'm excited to read. Why is listen, the quality is so low because my storage is low, which means I cannot put on the high quality, so this might look a little ghetto. I'm sorry, but I need storage. This is one of the books I was talking about. I love Holly Jack. I know this light cannot, the light is so fame hungry. Oh my goodness, let me do my little video. This is a book I've been really wanting to read, and then another book that I got today that I've been really wanting to read. Hello. Saving 6 by Chloe Walsh, and these are finally in the adult section. Like, thank you, please and thank you. Finally I got the YA section, because these books are far from YA, and they're literally in the adult section. They always have been, and every other country besides the US, it's just Bloom Books just now want to do it. And I need to get Redeeming 6 before they change the spines, because I promise, if I'm just gonna see like Joey and Aoife in the middle of like Saving 6, Redeeming 6, like Elizabeth, Redeeming 10, wait, releasing 10, binding 13, keeping 13, taming 7, and then there's just Joey and Aoife. My goodness, Joey and Aoife in like as book 4, and then everything else has like the actual title on the spine. I'm actually going to cry. Like, I'm going to burst into tears, because like I would get it for like the next book where it's, I don't even know what the next one in the Lizzie and Hughie duology is called, but like I get it if it's that and it says like Hughie and Lizzie and everything like that, because it's like not in the middle of the series. It's like if I get Redeeming 6 and it has a different spines, it's dab smack in the middle. And at Barnes & Noble today, I did not see Redeeming 6, because I was gonna get both of them and I didn't see it. And I looked online and they only have the used ones, so I'm thinking that they changed it already. I'm gonna have to just order them off Depop. I really could care less. I'm about to order it off of Depop, because if I'm gonna order something used, I'm gonna buy it off of somebody else so they can get some money back for what they paid for. Like that's only if I'm buying it off of somebody else though. Like if I'm buying it new, I'm gonna buy it from whoever I want. If I want a used product, I'm going to buy it off of Depop, so these people can get their money back for something that I want that's used. Like, for example, where's Yuki? I got this Cheese Yuki. I already showed you guys this, I think. Cheese Yuki. I got her off of Depop, and she's the cutest, and I want another Yuki, so I went on Depop and I looked for some more, and hopefully they will be coming soon. But yeah, just a quick reading update. 3 stars. 3 stars. See? It was cute, but once again, female character got on my nerves. I ended up skimming. Like, I found myself skimming page after page after page. Like, oh my days. I just don't know. I told you guys, like, I think I was falling in love with it because I was just thinking about, like, these other 2 books and, like, I just really wish I loved this one more, but meant for now, it's a 3-star. And we gotta go pick out what book we're going to read next, because while I'm on this train of finishing books, I might as well pick out the next one. Am I right? Like, it's 10:30 at night, July 31st. We might as well pick out another book so we can start tonight and continue it August 2nd. So let's go over here. Once again, I had to put all these books up so I could change up my thing, but over here I do want to stick to our original agenda that we have that's set out. So we're Rome, Visit Me, Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Was this it? No, there was one more, and it was all the way down here, and it is called X Marks the Spot. So, well, I also said we could add in this book because, yeah, these are not interconnected. There's like, oh my goodness, never mind. I'm not even gonna try and explain what I'm thinking. So we have all these books, and I think it depends on what I want. I don't want this like angsty. I do want Small Town, which is Beck, Borrow or Steal, Gilmore, the Laurie Gilmore book, or the one in Rome. I could continue a series, so Ignite Me or It's Not Summer Without You, or I could just do a standalone book that I can read and be over with, which is X Marks the Spot. Actually, I want to see which book looks like, which book is the shortest. So I'm gonna put you guys like right here, and I'm going to check these page counts, okay? I'm going to see which one is the shortest, and whatever is the shortest is what we're going to do. So after checking all the page counts, this is indeed the shortest with 270 something pages. So we're going to read It's Not Summer Without You, because once again we can continue a series that I've started and hopefully we enjoy it. I just know, like, as of recent, Jenny Han's books have been a hit or miss for me. Like, specifically, like, her books that have been turned into movies. Like, Burn for Burn was an amazing book, trust. Some of these books were like 400 pages and I was like, ooh, see, you already rolled out because this other one's like 300, so cast it upon yourself, sweetheart. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start It's Not Summer Without You, and I'm gonna let you guys see that. Okay, y'all, so I really hate to do this because we are at 15 hours and 35 minutes and 3 seconds, but I'm calling it quits on this challenge. Like, y'all, I'm about to go on a trip. And also, to be really honest with you guys, I don't think I would complete this for like another month. Listen, none of the books that I read in this vlog were a vibe, and I feel like that's mainly because I felt pressured to read them for the challenge specifically. And I feel like that kind of had me like, oh my goodness, I have to read this book so I can like finish the challenge and all the other stuff. And it's just like not cool. So I did end up picking up A Girl Named Ivy again. I genuinely was getting into it, but then I was just like reminded of the clock and I was just like not enjoying it anymore. And then I did make a good decent dent into It's Not Summer Without You, which once again another good book. But when I realized the clock was on, I was just like, it feels like I'm forcing myself to read, and I don't want to do that because whenever I do that I put myself into a slump. So this challenge is officially off within 3, 2, 1. It's off. I'm not doing it. I might try it again, but my book just released yesterday, and with that being said, I have so much that has to go into it. I have book signing dates, I have tons of things that I need to finish up, I have deadlines that I need to meet when it comes to writing because I have more projects coming up, and I just have a lot to do outside of like just reading and doing the YouTube stuff, and it's just a lot. So I am calling this challenge short, and I'm so sorry for that. I know the challenge was like extremely long, but to wrap it up, we read Tristan Strong, which is here on my cart, which I literally just got. Tristan Strong, this was the DNF, and what else did I read? I read Meant for Now, that's over there, and then I finished Spectacular, which is up there. And Meant for Now was a 3-star, and then Spectacular was a 2-star. So as you guys can see, the clock like really affected a lot of the ratings that like the books that I read in this vlog got. And so I was just like, I'm gonna call it quits because I'm not enjoying the books that I'm reading. So I feel very unmotivated to do the challenge, and I'm very busy, so it's very little time I've been able to read. Guys, we got to 17 hours and it's been 2 weeks. I just don't have the time, and I also don't have the energy. So I've been editing as I filmed, so thankfully I can just edit the last few parts and then I can put this video up. But I'm so sorry if I like disappointed a lot of you, but girl, I can't. I have some more reading challenges for you guys as well, maybe something more similar, because I did say I want to do a part 2 of how many pages can I read in a week. And that one's like less pressure because it's just supposed to be like, realistically, what do I read in a week? Like, how many pages can I read in a week, or like, do I read in a week? And I want to do a part 2 of that because I want to like try and up what I did last time. But I even think if I do that, I'm not even gonna try to beat my goal, because I feel like when there's a goal to be met reading wise, like, and I feel pressured to do all this other stuff to read, I don't want to do it anymore. And it becomes not fun, and then I stop enjoying the books because I just feel like I have to read this for the video, and that's not what I'm doing reading for. I'm reading because I like to read and I like to make videos and stuff of me reading. But when it gets to the point where I'm not even enjoying the books because I feel pressured by the ticking clock, it's just not fun anymore, and it sucks all the fun out of reading, because I know I'm never going to finish this challenge and my storage is going to keep piling up, and then eventually I'm not going to have anything to film anything, and I'm trying to film for this vlog, so I was pressuring myself to like finish it today, and that just made me, I had so much free time today, but me saying just finish the vlog today so you can have the storage, like finish it, read the 17 hours today, I didn't do it because when there's pressure put on me to read for a video, I don't want to read it all, because just the thought, like, I enjoy filming for you guys, first of all, but when I feel pressured and forced to pick up the camera, pressured and forced to pick up a book and read it and complete a 24-hour challenge, it's just not fun anymore. And it sucks the fun out of my job, it sucks the fun out of my hobby. So yeah, and then I feel like I'm not getting anything else done besides reading, because there were so many times where I was reading this week and I was just like, my deadline is literally the end of this month and I'm only 25% done with what I'm working on. And so it was just a lot. It's just a lot, and I'm so sorry to end the video like this. But I do have more challenges coming this month, as well as some more reading vlogs, but this one just has to be cut short. It just has to be cut short. I'm really sorry. Anyways, I love you all so much. I hope you guys like don't hold this against me. But I love you all so much. It is 11 at night, because I was like debating if I was gonna do this or not. It's 11 at night. I love you all so much. Please sleep, please get some rest. I love you. Mwah. I hope you decide to subscribe and like the video. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Maddie out, kisses. Maddie out, and goodbye.